What's going on, everybody? Anime lover, Dark Phoenix, what up? Get rid of that. And see if we can't get this going. What up, Hugo? How you doing? Alright, so the goal is to hit Ancient Power 11 tonight. So I've got floor 64 and floor 65 to get knocked out. Let's see here. Get the rest of this ascension plugged in, try to make life a little easier for these last couple of floors. Luke, Cyrox, Terminator, Devin, how are you all doing? It's Friday night. I know it's early for some of you. I'm sorry. Making you all get out of bed early. But it's Friday night for me. And that leads to cocktails and DD2. Now, I normally do Friday Night Live over on YouTube. Or, pardon me, over on Twitch. But decided tonight I would keep it over here on YouTube. Well, no one's made it to floor 600, Jamal. You earn ascension faster every time you use ancient power, if that's what you're referring to. Every time, every level of ancient power, you get an additional 5% XP. For me, I'm at ancient power 10 and going for ancient power 11. So after tonight, I'll have 55% XP. It shows it there on your power tab. Saturday morning for Dark Phoenix. No, this is a different one there, Accelerator. So basically I've got two hero codes to give away. I've got an EV2 and I've got a Gun Witch. So since I've only got the two, I'm going to give away one of them after I complete each floor. So without further ado, I should probably get some floors started, huh? So we are moving right on to floor 64 here. 145%, heck yeah. The more the merrier. Nothing wrong with a little XP. What's going on there, Piter? I'm excited to get it all stacked up, but on the same note, I don't want to grind it. Yeah, I decided to do this one over here on the YouTubes there, Twinkie. Oh man, crappiest map ever. Crappiest map ever. Ugh. Do I even want to do it, or do I want to skip it? I used Nightbot. They're corrosives. Let's see, what do we got? No cyborgs. Oh wow, no cyborgs over here either. But we do have hex throwers on both sides. That's unfortunate because that just eats up the DU. You know what? Let me try something different. This may end up failing miserably. But let me try something a little different here. I'm going to try going wallless, which I just don't like going wallless on this map. But I'm going to attempt to do that. You finally beat me in Ancient Power. Well, grats, man. You should have told me it was a race, though. It's a grind, man. Take it slow. Take it easy. Don't burn yourself out, whatever you do. That's my... You know, that's why I don't want to grind it. I don't want to... You know, I mean, theoretically, you could do an Ancient Power just about every day. And I don't want to burn myself out. Let me see. I'm going to get rid of one of these bees and hope for the best, because we do have a little bit of double coverage there. We got double coverage almost all the way to the core. Oh, it's not a real race, Terminator. I was joking. What do we got there? Geo Lava Guard Throwers. And Psyhex Zerker Whoppers. I like having a tree as a wall on the Zerker lanes. But you know what? I'm going to try the whole wall-less approach over here too and see if I can get it to pay off for me. See, we got cyborgs on this one. Let's see, let's go one over there, one there, and then we'll bee it up on the back end. I didn't have any controlled burn or anything funky there, did I? Alpha, what's up? Good morning to you too. Phased. Well, that answers my question on a wall on this side. But there is berserkers there, but the phased berserkers they're slow rollers. Those guys, I mean, they're quicker than the other mobs, of course, but I want to put these over here because I don't want them jumping down there. I don't want the slimes jumping over the ledge. I'm going to put them both over here. What's that leave me? 170. That's 5 bees. I think I'll just go right across with it. I think that 20 DU I'm just going to ignore. Let's see if this works. Other maps, I got no problem going the whole no wall strategy, but I tell you what, you lose to a lady orc once, and it makes you want to give up that thought. Looks like everything's going good, so far so good anyway. Obviously just getting started. First thing in the morning on a holiday. Very nice. Yeah, Easter weekend, huh? What's going on there, Bunny Hop? Well, you could watch something more exciting than Floor. Nobody's stopping you. I appreciate you swinging by, but I don't like watching things that are boring. So by all means, if it's boring to you, find something more exciting. Stinging, what's up? Alright, John. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you get some drops. I've got 2 heroes to give away, and I'll be giving them away after each floor. There will be something to type into chat that will enter you to win, which I have not created yet. So when we get to that stage, I'll get that info out to you. Just started streaming though. Only the 2 keys, unfortunately. I wish I had more to give away to you guys, but that's all I got left. Well, it's only floor 64, Cody. It's not the super high stuff. You know? It's not overly challenging, but at the same note, I got really easy mutators too. Hero codes, Jamal. Trendy doesn't do the skin giveaways anymore like they used to. Or not very frequently anyway. How do you get to this level? Just playing. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes, Smurf, so if you've been gone for a while, there might be a lot of different things in the game now. No life, yeah, I got a lot of hours into DD2, there's no doubt there. Alright, Thork is going to put a little dampering on this lane over here. I better come give him some attention. Thork down. Far Cry 5, yeah. I was pretty tempted to check that out as well, but it does look awesome. I just wonder how much time you could put into it. You know, these days I'm kind of spoiled with DD2, you know, a free-to-play game that you can just put thousands of hours into if you like the game. What do we got this time? No Thork, we got Quibs. So it's tough for me to pay for the big box titles if I'm only going to put 12 or 15 hours into it. I just redid all of the Dryad stuff, Cody, so the new Dryad builds are very current. In fact, it's exactly what I'm using right here. Far Cry 5 gets a little repetitive, doesn't it? Mastery is more of an end game thing. I don't really suggest trying mastery other than like plucking off the easier maps anyway, because some of them are easier than others. But it's one of the things, mastery is all about the shards. I mean, you want to have the heroes, of course, for the versatility, but you've got to have all those shards, and mastery can be really, really tough. I mean, with everything, with all the shards and with all the heroes, it can still be very, very tough. And without the DPS heroes, you know exactly what that was all about. Anyway, sorry about that all. Some kind of funky connection issue tonight. No surprise for me, unfortunately. You just gotta play. Toxic, make sure you do all your daily missions and the weeklies. If you get low daily missions, re-roll them. I've got 3 right now. Like these 300s, I could re-roll both of them. Alright, I got another 300 there, but I got this map, so that's convenient. Always, if they're lower dailies, always re-roll them, for sure. Yeah, it said that it cut off for me, Chris, but I didn't... OBS never said it disconnected. The pet's just, the pet's nothing. It's just a vanity item. It's like a cosmetic. It's a random... You'll get one of the standard pets, but they'll be golden. But they, you know, it will be a standard pet in everything other than appearance. Yeah, they look cool as hell. No doubt about it. It does take a long time stinging, I agree. They used to, way back when, they used to do monthly events. Now that was before they had the weeklies. So we had the daily missions, but there was a monthly mission, and it was always really rewarding. And it, like there was like rare pets. That's all the pets that you see at the Treasure Pirate now. Those were originally from doing a monthly mission. And then it would have, you know, it would have some nice reward. I do miss those. Because you had a big... you know, a large reward that you could grind out in a day if you wanted to. You know, if you had, you know, in some cases a few hours to spend, you could knock it right out. What's up, Cookie? Coyote? How you all doing? Where are you at, Cookie? You've reset twice since, or you've reset 3 or 4 times since I did last week. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Alpha. It's the free-to-play thing. You know, I mean, they've got a... I think DD2's done a decent job with it. You know, it's not... It's definitely a pay-for-convenience thing. It's not like you can come in, spend a bunch of money, and auto-win. I think that's a great choice there, Toxic. In fact, that is who I would choose as well. If I was starting over right now, knowing all the heroes like I do, I would go EV2, then Mystic, then Dryad, probably, would be my 3. Just finished C4. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we got another Thork and a Siege Roller. I better get a little juice going here. Usually get your ideas from me? Well, thanks, Panda. They all come from somewhere. I don't, I get them from lots of other people myself. There's lots of good creative minds in DD2. People always figure all this stuff out. Somebody does at some point. What the heck? I'm stuck behind this. Oh no! I'm gonna have to suicide. What is that? Dang it. I don't suicide enough. There it is. I got stuck behind that statue or whatever over there. It's like, man, I don't want to lose to a Siege Roller stuck behind a statue. One mob left in wave 5. Dang, that's sketchy. Wonder it was this. I got stuck behind this post, I think it was. Man, I probably couldn't even do that again if I tried to. I must have slid in there just at the perfect angle. Let's see. Rex here. I should get me some defender packs. Nope, no defender packs. Alright, moving on to map 2. Well, the Dryad's a mean girl, Alpha. She starts dropping stars on people. It's all over for him pretty quick. I think it was 2 stars, but it was also at half health or so, too. Alright, what do we got? We got long shot with stabbies, proximity with EMPs. We get the opposites. What do we got on that flyer lane? Maximum effort. And then we got controlled burn over here. Hey, I'm pretty sure this lane I can do just get away with 1 Skyguard. I can't see how that's going to be an issue. What's going on there, the Green Golem? Saving up your defender packs now, Cookie? There's still those new flares I want to get. That's my problem with not saving right now. Well, before I reset the first time, I was Ascension 2800 and change. I don't even remember exactly. Let's see, it shows right here on the power screen. 2828 was the highest I got to. I think that will be more than sufficient there. C5 is can be challenging, Corrosives. You got the cyborgs back, which you had in Chaos 2, but then assassins are kind of the real deal. Alright, we got EMP zappers here, and I'm going to go with 2 Skyguards here. You know what? I should be using the Nimbus more. That's 100 DU right there. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get all Nimbalicious here. Alright, gotta get the trees down first. Okay, we do have Hex Throwers here on this one. I think I might put down a wall. Let's see, just throw that Nimbus back there. Should take care of that. Put another one up here. Actually, we got all the DU. Let's just go with 2 of them there. And you know what? I'm not even going to worry about the reflect here. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me with those hex throwers. I'm sure these trees will take a little damage. But I don't think it'll be the end of the world. Let's see, and then let's bee it up. Let's go 4 bees here. And I like to put the bees up high as well, and they'll assist with those flyers there too. Yeah, the Dryad's definitely a mean girl for sure. Alright, we got bullet sponge right here. Do we have Zerkers? Yeah, I got Zerkers. I can't get away from the Lady Orcs today, it appears. Got no Cyborg here on this lane, though. Don't have to worry about that. Let's just do the same thing. 3 slimes, 4 bees. You'd think that would get the job done. I think it'll work out. We will see. Now, what do we have here? Okay, we got Cyfrost Whompers. They're phased. And Spellbreaker. Then we got Psyguard Throwers with Pain Aura. Mixed emotions here. I don't want to go... There's no point on the phased lane on putting walls down here, as they'll just walk right through it. So I just need to make sure I have enough stopping power. So let me just get this lane up top finished. Who would I recommend? The Lavamancer or Mystic? They're both really strong. It's personal flavor, really. I like the Mystic better, but I just like the Mystic. So you can't discredit the Lavamancer's strength, though. The Lavamancer's really strong. Cosmetics you can get through Defender packs, which have a chance to drop from Onslaught maps. You can get them for completing various milestones in Mastery. Will unlock some of the flares. And in Onslaught mode as well. Alright, 3 and 4 should handle that. Now, if this lane gets borked, everything's going to get borked. Pardon me. Neither one of them are boss killers, really. It's toxic, but the Angry Nimbus does massive, massive damage. So, I would say the Nimbus would be a better boss killer, but neither one of them are designed to be boss killers. See, we've got the increased physical damage here, so I want to make sure I go ham on these bees. Do we want to try all bees? Let's do it. Let's try all bees here. Get all ridiculous with them. That's 5 more. Holy crap. Well, let's see how this goes. This could end up being a disaster here. Get a mythical pack at the end of the map. Well, I'd love to see that, Cookie. That is for darn sure. Man, that is a lot of bees going to town there. Holy crap. Putting the sting on. What is my favorite hero? My favorite hero is the EV2, their disciple. That might change. I was a big EV2 fan in DD1. Now that might change if the Jester ever comes to DD2. I would love to see the Jester in DD2. The Jester was actually my favorite DPS hero from DD1, for sure. Well, this is going way easier than I expected it. Now, part of it, the bees are physical damage. And half of the mobs coming out of this lane take increased physical damage. Uh-oh. That Nimbus is not getting the job done here, though. So I've got a derpy Nimbus. I'm going to have to move a bee. That's not good. No, where did that flyer come from? Did it come from this lane, or did it come from that lane? The Jester had a gambling problem? Oh, yeah. Now, that's weird that I had that Nimbus problem there. Try putting it over here. Well, you know what? I hate to put it anywhere but right there. I just like that spot. The corrupt piercing ability always worked for me, so I never got the bug with the Dryad. The problem with the Harpy is not that the pierce wasn't working. The problem with the Harpy is that stop animation. That stop animation kills the Harpy's DPS. It says a huge number on the tooltip, and it doesn't deliver anywhere near that amount. That's the problem with the Harpy, really. Now, it is good for flyer control. I've used Harpies for flyers many, many times, and it worked great. But it just doesn't put out enough damage in comparison, you know, to the other stuff. Now, where's the boss coming from? We got an ogre right here. Just slap another round into those slimes and call it good. A proper damage-dealing gun witch. I would expect you to say nothing else but more gun witch there, Rect. Oops, wrong one. It's alright. As long as somebody got it, it's all good. These guys are going to be really dishing out the pain now. Did I use the wrong Dryad? I do that all the time. There's a solid chance of that. Let me check the DPS on it. Nah, this one's right. Tier 1, 275,000 rain damage. Maybe the other ones I placed were the wrong one. Could be. Oh, there you go, right there. This is the wrong. These two Nimbus are both. So it must have come from this lane. Pardon me. Recovering from a cold still. A little, so my voice is kind of shot tonight. Uh-oh, this hero is screwed. She's naked, I got no armor on her at all. I better do a quick swap over to the other. Or is the assassin going to despawn for me? Nope, wouldn't be that kind. Oh, it did. I got tricked. Yeah, I do that constantly with the Nimbus. Now I'm curious about the slimes and the bees too. They've been wrecking it though, so assuming I got that one right. Let's see. There we go. That should make a big, big, big difference. Alright. We got Gribs coming on this one. I don't use Deadly Strikes there, Cyrox. I use just the max range gambit. I've got one Gun Witch and one EV2 there, Lost Panda. Gonna be giving one of them away after the next map. I'll let whoever the first winner is pick which one they want. There will be something to enter there, Frizzy. I haven't set it up yet. It only takes 2 seconds to set up, so I usually don't set it up until right before I do the giveaway. That way, you know, there's not a bunch of entries from people who left, which there always still is. But your odds are pretty good tonight. Nightbot will pick a winner there, Cookie. I don't ever pick. I don't like being the one that has to pick. Alright, what do we got? We got an ogre and a skelly. I'm going to be fighting up here, so let's just upgrade that ogre lane. Got nothing yellow anywhere yet, so I'm pretty content with that. Good enough. It bribes the bot. Well, welcome there, Grant. I appreciate you swinging by. In the current state, Professor, yeah, the Dryad can solo the entire game. Actually, in the current state, she's definitely the strongest hero. I don't know, because I haven't talked to all of them, but I'm assuming everyone that's hit the really, really high Onslaught floors used heavy Dryad. I didn't do it when I was going through my push, but I was doing it to prove a point, because everybody said the Dryad was necessary. But that did make the game a whole lot harder on myself. It's a Gunwitch and an EV2 there, Quentin. Oh, I thought it was wave 5. Dang it, it's not over yet. This is going pretty easily today. Alright, we got a Super Geode, and we got Super Shieldy. I think we'll be good. What's going on there? Jari or Yari? Sorry for mispronouncing it. It's a code that you enter in the mailbox in-game there, Professor. All redeem codes in DD2 are done through the mailbox system. That's, in fact, I think that may be the only reason the mailbox is there. Well, you just get the best stuff in the tier you're in, and you upgrade your stuff as you move up. They're present. I mean, you start off with really rough stuff and just work your way up from there. Now, I'm real comfortable with the Dryad. I've logged lots and lots and lots of hours on her, so that helps as well. Nah, it doesn't matter when you use it, Grant. There's no expiration on this. As long as the game is active, that code will work. The army of bees is always fun, Derek. No doubt about it. Looks like we got a stuck mob, huh? A little frosty. Come on, little frost orc. There we go. PDTs are situational, Roger. They're not good enough to burn a lane by itself, but they're good, like, for controlled burn lanes and Onslaught. They've got lots of uses. What's up to you as well there, 20? You could use the exact build that I just used in Chaos 1 if you had a Dryad. Chaos 1 is all about ground area defense maps. Like, my usual go-to, I'll be honest, for Chaos 1 is throw down a wall and spam Flamars. That's my usual go-to for Chaos 1. No Defender Pack. Man, I got the worst luck with those things. Maybe the Lost Temple will offer one up here. I'm more of a fan of the slimes personally there, Dizzle. But the benefit that the Dryad has is just all of her defenses are really strong, except the Harpy. the Nimbus, the bees, and the slimes are super strong. So you know you can vary up the builds a little, however you like to do it. But I personally am definitely a fan of the slimes. Alright, we got Zerkers on both lanes, so I'm going to 2-tree it here, just because that core is really close. And double Berserkers. Let's go with, let's go 2 Nimbus up top here for the flyers and the lanes. And go 2 slimes here. What do we have here? Geodes. Yeah, let's just go 2 slimes here as well. And then we'll just bee it up. Now these bees, of course, are going to hit both lanes, so... Man, I way overkilled it. It happens. Moving on. It does not need anywhere near that much. Yeah, I think 500,000. Well, probably not even that high, to be honest with you, Hugo. Maybe even like 400,000 DPS, I would assume, on the tooltip. Oh, come on, Blitz. Sorry, kitty, but I ain't gonna let you jump on me right now. Alright, we got Cyborgs and Zerkers over here. Throwers, but no... We got Javelin throwers, but no Hex throwers. I'm going to spread these slimes way out to deal with the Cyborgs, and then the bees can just throw anywhere. Out of the way. I think that looks good. Stabby Dargans. Now, can I... Yeah, I can actually fit a Nimbus in just right here to handle these flyers. Let's see, let's get this lane first. Alright, we got the EMP Stabbies. Let's throw a Nimbus in the back. And then Frosty Zerker Fodder. Now, on these Frosty lanes, since it's a fodder lane, we know that Frost Orcs are going to come. And Frost Orcs are a huge pain in the butt. I've done lots of webcam stuff there, La Lost Panda. I just haven't in a while. I'm real lazy when it comes to setting up my green screen and everything. And I have to, with my situation, I have to set it up and tear it down every time I play. And let me tell you, if there's anyone lazier than me, you should get an award. Yeah, you just do Chaos 1, Panda. You start the game, you do 1 Chaos 1 trial. If you get lucky with some drops, then your gear score is going to be above the point. Or if you're not, then you just skip Chaos 1. You do the 1 Chaos 1 map, and then you go to Onslaught Floor 3. There's a video on my channel I just did about it a few days ago. But it only takes one Chaos 1 run in any situation. I mean, realistically, you could do just 1 of each Chaos tier and be done. I mean, you have to do the corresponding Onslaught floors as well to get the gear score to unlock the next stage. But you could get away with doing just 1 of each Chaos tier. It wouldn't be the quickest way, because sometimes it's better to stay in the tier you're in. This is Onslaught mode there, 20. I got 240 left. I guess it's a ground lane and a flyer lane, so that's very doable with what I've got left here. Cyborgs. Side guard Whompers. Let's go to this spot right here. I'm gonna put a Nimbus for the flyers. How about right there? And that will also assist with this lane. Now here we got Spellbreaker. So reduced magic damage, increased physical damage. There's no point in me putting any slimes at all in this lane. And I only have 150 DU left, so that actually works out kind of perfect, because that's 5 slimes. Or 5 bees, pardon me. And hopefully that will handle that. Yeah, it is an awesome map. They're stinging, no doubt. The giveaway will be after this map. The first one, and then the second one will be after I finish floor 65. This is floor 6. This is the end of floor 64 here. This is my main Frosty lane. I just want to keep an eye on this lane. I'm hoping I don't have to do anything to it. That's kind of why I'm just kicking it here. I don't want to contribute too much because I want to see if the bees and the slimes are getting the job done. You can always give it away to one of your friends or whatever stinging. The code's good for anybody. PS4, Xbox, PC, doesn't matter. You can use it anywhere. So if you got a friend that plays, you can give it to them. Actually looking good. Let's see if this Nimbus handles the flyers with no problem. Looks like the bees are getting in the mix there. The Nimbus was going after the flyers. Give them a little Nimbus surprise. Well, welcome to the channel there, Tari. Alright, well wave 1 went pretty dang easy, huh? I do want to upgrade this lane, being the Frost lane, and it looks like I got kind of a freebie. The reason I say that is although it is coming down it's coming down a path that's already built, and I need to add to this path, and I got Frosty Fodder too, which means there will be Frost Orcs, so I definitely want them dying really quick. Let's just do this. See, like you said, Blade's answer is more bees. My answer is usually more slimes. I just love them slimes, man. Let's do that. That is gonna just crush that lane right there. And it'll provide assistance to the other lanes as well. The wife plays, that's awesome. I tried to get my wife to play, she couldn't get into it. She tried to, I'll give her that. I gotta give her credit, you know. She just didn't like it. She's a big fan of like turn-based strategy or puzzle games, stuff like that. She loves that stuff. The real casual platformers, she'll like that. She doesn't like the hard stuff. You just saw her playing Cuphead. She made it about 5 minutes and is like, no, I'm done with this. What's going on there, Jaden? Cuphead was brutal. I never finished it. Just got beat down so many times. This and Mario games? Well, you can never go wrong with Mario games, you know? Let's see what this shieldy's up to over here. Looks like he's gonna get handled. Yep, shieldy down. Very nice. Cuphead was tough, man. And you got it right out of the gates, too. It's like you did the first map, and you're like, oh, okay. You know, this will be fun. And then you move right on to the second one, and it's like, whoa, holy crap. Was just not expecting that. We got stuck flyers. Looks like it. That is irritating. That means I've got to move the Nimbus or a bee up. They despawned. Alright, I guess that's not too bad then. Make her try Dark Souls. Oh, there's no way she would go there. Alright, we got Geohex Zerker Whompers. I'm just going to leave that Nimbus where it sits and hope that it doesn't get too distracted by the main lane. Guess we can always throw down more. But you know what? There's only 22 mobs. Let's do it. Let's get all Nimbused out. Get one more even. We'll have. I'm gonna have to watch this lane now for sure, but let's go with a 4 Nimbus lane. Not very many mobs. Should be theoretically, it's extremely doable. It's 1, 2, 3. So I'm assuming floor 12, yeah, should have 3. But it goes like that all the way up to 60, and then over 60, everything is 3. 60 and up. Alright, let's check out the Ghostbusters in action here. On spring break, nice. Oh man, they're just devastating that lane. The Lady Orcs could be questionable though. It got burned. Now are they... Okay, I was worried that they weren't going to go up to the flyers, but they are. Man, they're just waiting too. They're dishing the paint out up right there up front. Nice. Well, I'm confident I can leave that lane alone. Deal with the assassins over here, I guess. Geode Prime down. You have to do 3 in a row. There, Jack. If you can't do 1 and then leave and come back. So that would be my guess as to what happened. You have to do them all in one sitting. That's something that many people have been fighting against with Trendy, including myself. Wishing that there was saves in between maps. I mean, sometimes, what if you've only got 30 minutes, you know? You want to get a couple of matches in 30 minutes. You don't have time to do 3. So then you can't progress. You have to, I mean, you can go and do trials. Ex-Sagard Throwers with Bullet Sponge. No Zerkers. I'm going to put a tree down here anyway, though. I'm going to put it behind. Now, my guess is the Hex Throwers are going to throw at that tree over there now. And that core is right behind it. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, too. Let's see. Let's spread the slimes way out. And then I'm going to put the bees for this lane over here. And hopefully that's going to be out of Hex Thrower range, or out of Cyborg range. Pardon me. Yeah, you have to actually continue. It will tell you. If you look, if you go to the options menu, and then you see up top there, Onslaught, floor 64, map 3 of 3. It will tell you what map you're on of the 3. And that's, you know, that's the easy way to tell. Now, if you get this map, it's always the 3rd map. So if you're on this one, you know it's the last one and the floor is done. Anytime it's a 3 map floor, this will be your 3rd map every single time. Alright, let's see how that did. The Nimbus were tearing it up, so I'm not going to bother looking over there. Yeah, if you do exclamation spotlights in chat there, Alex, it will give you the playlist of all my hero and defense spotlights, and then you can just look through any of the defenses you're interested in. The info will be there. How we doing? I don't want to get distracted from this lane. If I have an issue this wave, it will probably be from this lane with a Hex Thrower. And B's just eating the assassins up. Looking good. Gregory going down. Gregory's all the way to the wall. Oh, Flyers coming in too. Looks like the bees went over to the Flyers. Now I got more assassins on me. I better throw some upgrades on this lane, it looks like. You can give it away to a friend. You can redeem it if you want. It gives you an extra, a blank hero card to make a new hero. That always comes with any new hero. So you get that even if you already have the EV. Or you know, like I said, you could always give it away to somebody else. Alright, now I definitely need to do another round of ups over here. This lane got pushed a little harder than I'd like. Now where did I put that Nimbus? Or I put it up there. That's right. Derp. And then, what went yellow over here? I'm not even sure what hit that one to cause it issues, but something did. The hardest mob to kill? Most people would probably say siege rollers, but once you understand how the siege roller works, it becomes a lot easier. So, I mean, ogres have the most health. I'd probably say the ogres just based on their high health. Alright, looks like we got a controlled burn lane over here. Floor 57's like doing your first Chaos 7 trial. It's Chaos 7 equivalent mobs. So any mob that's in Chaos 7, including incursions, will be there. Plus it's at the point in the game where every mutator in the game is there. Alright, now controlled burn means I need to drench, oil, freeze, poison, or stun. Let me see what I can do. 90 left. Let's just do this. We'll just go 4 slimes straight up. How many mobs is it? It's not very many mobs. It's more about just taking your time there, Trap Legend, and it's not the, I mean, you've got to have the gear, of course, but it's more about, the proper builds. You just have to, you really have to take your time building and read all those lane mutators and make sure you're building properly for it. Like this one, remember, the reason I did nothing but bees over here was because of Spellbreaker. It's directly from that mutator. You don't have to worry about a siege roller on a lot of heroes. They're really easy to take down. You just have to get used to it, you know. Once you get used to it, then siege rollers are actually kind of fun because they take in that increased damage. It's one of the few mobs, or one of the few bosses in the game anyway, that you can one-shot. Getting those Earth Shatters and Sky Guards squared away. Nothing wrong with that. Well, the 600 mobs burned off quick, but where's all the bosses? Okay, there's Quibs. And we got a Thork over here. Thork could make life very, very difficult. Oh, nice, he died quick. Actually, looks like Quibbly is dying quick, too. Sweet. Now, what is that medallion? Oh, shiny. Man, that defense speed roll on it is so low. But besides that, that's a nice piece. That defense speed is kind of a deal breaker, normally. I'll probably... Well, I don't want to spend the gold to upgrade it, actually. Just do a couple of trials maps there, Tari. You'll have the EV2 in 30 minutes. Or less, you know. You get, what, 23 per map now? Oop, it's over and I'm upgrading. Well, the first one's going to go here in just a sec there, Jalen, so you're in luck. Man, nice totem, too. That's better than the totem I'm using. But I don't want to I don't want to spend the gold and upgrade it. Alright. So let me set this up real quick here. So give me a hashtag Juicy Nation in chat. Hashtag Juicy Nation. And we'll see if we can't get a winner picked here. I'll let you guys spam the Juicy Nations here for a minute while I get this map built out. See, we got Timmy and Kursakazi. EMPs. This one could be a challenge. It won't be bad. I can't imagine it will. Let's go with the Nimbus over here. We'll put the Nimbus right there and hope that it doesn't get too distracted. See, we got a phase lane on this side, so I'm not going to go with walls on that side. I will put one there, though. Then we've got long shot, power block. We got armored over here. So we want more magic damage in this setup here. It doesn't matter on the caps, Grant. I've got it set where it doesn't matter. Let's get some of that. Let's do some bees. Put a Nimbus over here for the air raid. Or actually, do I want to? Or no, that leaves me 200. I was going to say I'd put another one, but... Here we got Hex Frost Throwers. So we got Hex Throwers. I'm going to hide the tree back here because I don't want to get out reflect beams. And then that leaves me 2 bees, or 2 slimes, 3 bees. And hopefully we'll be good. Yeah, the Dryad's really strong, Alex. It's definitely the flavor of the month right now. This is completely a meta build here. This is like the standard issue build that I'm doing. It's fast, it's convenient. It's Juicy there, Frizzy. Juicy Nation. I'll give you guys a sec here to get those entered in. These wings came from a Defender pack there, Roger. Let me see here. I've got it running on my same monitor as the game, unfortunately, so I have to actually tab out from it to do the giveaway. Apologize for the lack of full screen windowed on DD2. I give them so much crap about it. You want the Y in there, Frizzy. Get that Y in there. Alpha Ray, thank you very much for subscribing. Dominic, thank you for subscribing as well. Hazard Dynamics subscribed about an hour ago. Thank you a ton. Sorry I missed you guys. My alerts are not going off for some reason. What's going on there, Beast Gaming? Give me a hashtag Juicy Nation in chat there, Beast, and that will get you entered to win either an EV2 or a Gunwitch. Now, let me tell you how this works. I'm using 2 range shards of Zombie's Life. I'm using Vicious Strikes as well. How this works is you have to have a way for me to communicate with you. A lot of people don't, or most people, the majority of YouTube does not have YouTube messaging. So it makes it tough for me to send you a message through YouTube. So you can pick whoever the winner is. If you have YouTube messaging enabled, I got no problem sending it to you through YouTube. But, you know, you can pick how you get it. Discord, Twitter, anything, whatever. It's up to you. Alright, give you guys another 10 seconds. I use the DD2 Discord server, Grant. I don't have a Facebook account, Trap Legend. Alright, and here we go. Area, E-A-R-I-A. Say something in chat there, Area, and let me know you're here. And let me know what you want. Do you want a gun witch, or do you want an... Who did I say I had? A gun witch or an EV2? Gun witch or EV2? Up to you, you pick, but you gotta let me know you're still here in chat. If not, I will have to re-roll it. There you are. So, Area, how do you want me to contact you? Twitter, on YouTube? Up to you. What do you want me to do? EV2. Alright. Area wants the EV2. Do you have YouTube messaging enabled? It doesn't look like you have an about page, which I'm going to assume you don't have it enabled. Do you have Twitter or Discord? Okay, what's your Discord name? Sorry to ask you so many questions. I've just been scammed a bazillion times with these. And, you know, I end up getting a bunch of Discord messages saying it's you, so I want to make sure the Discord, I get the right Discord name. Or you can just send me a message on Discord if you don't want to say it in chat. I'm fine with that too. Well, I guess if you don't say it in chat, I don't know it's you, so you kind of have to. It should be in your YouTube settings, Trap Legend. Alright, Grant. Well, thank you very much for swinging by. I do appreciate it. Oh, it's been a while. If you go to the DD2 Discord page, you'll see me there. Let me see. Here's an invite link to the DD2 Discord. Pop back in game for a second while Area gets all dialed in there. Oh, you would be amazed, Accelerator. EJ 100 400. Alright. Let me send it to you right now. EJ 100 400. Alright, and you are the only EJ 100 400. So there you go, just enter that in the mailbox in-game. And that will get you an EV2. So grats to you. Once again, just go into the mailbox in-game, enter it in, and it will prompt up a little message. Let's get this bad boy going. So I've got a gun winch left as soon as I complete floor 65 here. And this is only map 1. I'll get that gun winch out as well. You get that that's through the YouTube sponsor program, Alpha. That is the sponsor icon when you sponsor me through the YouTube channel. How we holding up here? I was a little worried about this lane, and I'm not even looking at it. That wasn't very smart. I should probably pay attention to the lane that worries me. I did not put a reflect beam in, and these little bomber go-boos, man, they sling those bombs. Oh, man. Now, YouTube messaging, I don't know what unlocks it, to be honest with you. I just know that most YouTubers don't have access to it. I don't know if it's from, like, the duration of time your YouTube account has been active, or exactly what the deal is. I'm not really sure, but generally, if someone doesn't have an About page set up, like if you look on my channel, you'll see that tab that says About. If they don't have that set up, then they usually don't have YouTube messaging. That's one area that Twitch just completely shines compared to YouTube, is in the whole messaging department. Twitch makes it so easy. I'm doing good there, Jan. How are you? Alright. Wave 2 incoming. See if this one goes a little smoother. This lane was going to get pushed. If I wouldn't have came over here, this would have been, it would have gone ugly. Gonna have to contribute a little in this lane, I believe. You get it every time you use it, Lamine. You get 5%, a 5% boost to golden XP for every ancient power level. So like I'm ancient power 10, going for ancient power 11. After I hit ancient power 11, I'll have a 55% boost, and that's a permanent account-wide thing. So it's always there. Once you get it, it's always there. It can only go up. Tuskar, bring the pain. Tuskar didn't bring the pain. Poor little Tuskar. He's such a beefy boy just to get blown up like that. The Dragolich is not my favorite. The Dragolich is just really effective, and it's a good general use pet. And like for Onslaught, I didn't want to spend a bunch of resources leveling pets up. So I'm just going with Drago just because it is a, you know, it's a go-to pet no matter what hero you're using. Drago is going to get really good. Dragolich you can get from the Defender, or from the Treasure Pirate in town there, Clorox. What's going on, Matthias? You can't get a golden one, but you can get a standard one. But the only difference between the golden one that I have and a standard one is just the appearance. This was a gift from Trendy, so there's no way to get those. There's only a few people that have them, and I'm lucky enough to be one of them. Alright, looking good. But yeah, 7,500 Defender medals from the Treasure Pirate will get you one. Alright, now this is going to go bad. I got the Hex Thrower boss on this lane, and I got no Reflect Beam. I'm going to have to just make sure to get right on them the second they spawn. And I'm going to pray they don't start throwing from inside the spawn, or it could potentially be game over for me here. Buff Timmy. Timmy's a schmo. He needs a big old buff. I'm keeping an eye on the mini-map and watching that middle lane. Yeah, I like the Auto Meow. You guessed that one 100% correct there, Divinity. I think that's, personally, I think that's the best looking pet in the game. You know, that, and I like cats. I mean, it's a cute little kitty cat that is a beast. So yeah, it's my favorite for sure. Alright, here comes Sniper Warbleed. Oh, he's throwing from inside. Let's see if I can get him to throw at me instead, until the bees and Nimbus can get him. Now the bees and the Nimbus will go in there and get him. Throw it at me! Throw it at me! Oh yeah. You see the damage he dished out just in that short period of time. It's not a real boss, Lost Panda. It's part of the Timmy's Revenge lane. It's a regular mob in the lane. It's just, it's like a mini version of the real boss. It's like a mini version of Griblock. It's Griblock's little brother, Timmy. That's why I was saying buff Timmy. Poor little Timmy needs a buff. Yeah, I play, I do public matches all the time, Trap. I've actually been doing a lot of that lately. Like, probably, I would say half of my last 10 DD2 streams have been public matches. The best way to get Defender medals is just to do trials maps. Do the highest tier you can. You don't want to lose out on any of the gold, XP, or loot. So never go down and do one of the lower ones because it's easier. Always do the highest one you can. The amount of time it takes is very slim in the difference between doing, say, Chaos 1 and Chaos 7. So just keep pushing forward. The goal, of course, is to get to Chaos 7. So if you're not in Chaos... Oop, I got wrecked. If you're not in Chaos 7 yet... Oh, man, this tree is going to go down. This is bad. Yep, world tree down, which means sub-objective down. Oh, no, am I going to lose the whole map? Oh, I'm going to lose the match. Dang it. Light Rain's been playing Fortnite with Thias. He hasn't played any DD2 in a while. Light Rain's only doing... I do play with Light Rain. It's just he hasn't played very much. Man, that sucks. Wave 4 as well. What can you do? Hit the reroll button. I should have picked that. I should have replayed, not rerolled. Light Rain's been grinding out the Fortnite pretty heavily. And then Omni is at a different stage. He hasn't reset Ancient Power again yet since we hit it last time. Reroll is more fun. I would have to agree. What do we got? EMP Kamikazes, Psyhex Lava Zerker, Whompers, Womp Womps. Oh, we got a Game Ogre lane up here. We got the Loot Pinata lane. Oh, I lose matches all the time. It's nothing new to me there, area, I assure you. Losing matches is part of the deal. It's just, you know, it's gonna happen. Let's see. I went slime heavy. I think I should go a little lighter on the bees. Let's go like that for Game Ogre, and those bees will double dip a touch on these other lanes. Psyhex Zerker Whompers. Hex Throwers. Kind of makes me want to go further down with the tree. Let's do that. Oop, we got Cyborgs. Gosh. Let me place all this stuff a little smarter here with this Cyborgs. We'll go one over here and one over here. That way, hopefully, they only disable one. And then I'll put the bees way over here out of the way. How about right there? Alright, Frosty Zerker Fodder. And we got Hex Throwers down there. Now, this is a lane that I just really am afraid to not use a Reflect Beam. I'm going to try it without, but this could end up going poorly. We have Cyborgs down there as well. Let's go with one inside there. I don't want to put it here because the Cyborg shot will stun both of them. But on the same note, I don't want to put it over here because they're going to fall off the edge constantly. And I'm going to lose slimes. Let me try it like elevated a little right there on that piece. And then for the bees on this one, I'm going to kind of just go ham with bees here and cover a large portion of the rest of this. And I think I do want one Nimbus as well. Let's go ahead and throw a Nimbus. Let's put two of them down. Got so much DU. Now the reason I'm going ham with the bees, actually I'm not... I can't do two Nimbus. That's too much DU. Anyway, the reason I'm going ham with the bees is they've got to cover that top lane as well. So a little double dip and B action. There we go. My most played character is currently, if you looked at like the last 6 months, it would be the Mystic. But if you looked like over the last year, it would be the Monk or the EV2. I've been using a whole lot of Mystic lately. I just really like the Mystic, and it's back to that whole I'm lazy thing. The Mystic makes for some real lazy builds. You know, you get that incursion dagger from the Wayfarer in town, and it essentially, I mean, it doesn't auto attack, but it auto aims. All you have to do is hit the button. Just spray projectiles in a random direction. And they're gonna find a home. But if you looked on the last week, it would be the Dryad. Yeah, these Hex Throwers are just gonna sit there and toss at this wall. Gonna have to throw a lot of repairs into that wall. I mean, it's all good. I expect to have to. A few upgrades won't hurt. Man, that ogre is not dead yet. There it goes. Alright. That went a little sketchy up top. Yeah. Back in the day, we used to have console commands. And that's what Cookie is referring to. There was a console command, start alt fire, and it would start your secondary attack and just spam it. But the PC lost console commands, so that's, of course, no longer an option. Let's see, we got all those. Let's get these 3 Bs here. Actually, we got enough to do the slimes as well. Show Splines was a good one too, I agree. Especially when if you just started playing. Show Splines was like probably one of the best ones to use. Now towards the end you just didn't need it because you knew the path already. Alright, these cyborgs are pushing. I'm gonna have to put some work in here. Everything is stunned. Trees getting beat down. This is unhappy times. I need upgrades on this lane desperately. Like big ones. A reflect beam would have resolved this issue here. Plus it would have given me that big explosive damage back at the wall. I don't like having to ignore the boss lanes. Yeah, the Monk, I played the Monk for a long time. In fact, everybody makes fun of me now in other games if I run around and accidentally right-click. Like, you know, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. If you right-click in Fortnite, it does a secondary attack with your pickaxe that causes damage to your friendly buildings that are nearby. Show Splines gave you, you know, you get the little purple squigglies showing the path that the mobs will take. Show Splines gave you a more detailed version of that, basically. It would show you like the actual rails that the enemies were going down in the game code. It would show you those, you know, the rails that the mobs are following. Alright, gonna have to stay down here and just gonna have to complete the map in this lane, pretty much. Maybe I should spend a little more DU on that ogre lane. Ensure that those guys are getting burned up. Dropping shrooms. Dropping shrooms like a mofo. I used all of them as they came available, Matthias. When I first started playing, all that was the original 4. And I used them, you know. And then the EV2, or the Abyss Lord was the first one out. And then the EV2 right after that. Or was it the EV2 first? It was the Abyss Lord first, I'm pretty sure. Man, am I getting that old? I'm losing the memory. It hasn't been that long ago. What's going on there, Haru? How are you? Yashpreet? Oh, I'm not ready for bed yet. What's my favorite mob? I don't know about favorite, but I can tell you my least favorite. My least favorite is those hex throwers. They got ridiculous range. They're just irritating. One ancient power, very nice. Nothing wrong with that. It's up to you, really, Jason. I personally move on as soon as I unlock the champion score high enough to move to the next tier. But whenever you're comfortable, if you feel that the tier that you're on is starting to get easy, if you never get pushed or you don't lose maps or it just seems easy to you, then it might be a good indicator. The frost mobs are not necessarily the mobs I hate the most, though. I guess frost orcs, maybe. I like my traps. I like auras, I like traps, I like nodes. I love the stuff that you throw on the ground. And the frost orcs, there's no counter for it. It's not an attack that they do, it's an AoE that surrounds the mob. So as long as that mob is alive, that's the counter. The counter is you have to kill it. I would think you like traps there, Trap Legend. You would have to like traps or you wouldn't be living up to your name. Hard to drop stars down in this little area too and get them to land properly. You can get them right in front of that door usually. They're all going up top, man. How we doing? Ogre's dying. That's a plus. We got a Lava Guardian now. Drago these bad boys. Let's get the water flowing. Or did I already use it? I already used it. Dang it. I hit it by accident. I get 3 Frostlands all the time wrecked. It's an inconvenience, but it's not a deal breaker. That, and if you just don't feel like doing them, there's always that reroll button, you know? I'm gonna upgrade this tree all the way. Get it all fat. This is map 1 of 3 here, there, Alpha. I failed one on wave 4. My first map, I stunk it up. Oh, I get the rough laner. You saw my push in Onslaught wrecked. It was not pretty, quite frequently. Timmy rolling out. See, that's Timothy, not Timmy. I was gonna say Timothy is no joke. He's got some health. Gregory is the real deal as far as ogres go. That's the big brother. Jimothy is the third. Yeah. There's Jimothy. Oh god, man, I just cannot stop hanging out next to kobolds. I need to get corrupt again. There's still a lot of mobs. Thork. Let's deal with Thork. What about Sniper Warbleed? Sniper Warbleed's dying at least. Thork died. Got some fat loot this wave. I like it. Not that I'm going to use any of it. If I complete this floor, I'm resetting. Alright, come on, Defendy Pack. Give me one for God's sakes. I've had terrible luck with them. There's one. I got a greenie. I'll take it. I'll open that bad boy at the end of the stream there. Well, let's go ahead and move on, see what we get for map 2. I got a few Defender medals too. I can re-roll that Defender pack a couple times. I think I average about 1 out of every 20 Onslaught maps, it seems like, Trap. Seems like it to me. Alright. Let's see what we got. We got Lethargic Zappers, Proximity, Bullet Sponge, Geo Throw Zerkers. Ah, man, that's a shitty lane to have a phase lane on. But, I mean, I've had worse things happen. We got Spellbreaker over there. I'm thinking I might go heavy bees up top. Let's see. Well, let's just start off at the bottom here. I'm going to put this wall way back here. We got lots of DU on this map too, so that's kind of good. And there's no cyborgs, right? No cyborgs, so... I always recommend the EV2 as everyone's first hero there, Eric. But the Dryad is in a very strong place right now, so it's hard to discredit her. Now, I've got to put a wall here still, because that lane, that Psyhex Zerker Whomper lane over there, is going to come down and go up this path. But I'm going to go over here with it. I'm going to go with a Nimbus here for the flyers. Actually, I don't want it going down below and getting distracted by all those bottom mobs. You know, it's just gonna. I'll live with it. And we got a Timmy lane. We got the Stabby Dragons there. No Dive Bombers, at least. I personally don't really recommend the Abyss Lord first, but on the same note, I always recommend getting the hero that you like the most. So if one particular hero just looks really cool to you, then you should get that hero. Because, I mean, eventually you're going to want them all, you know? So get them in the, get them in order of coolness factor. If you think they're cool, then you should go with that one. Alright. Let's see now. We got the cyborgs down here. However, this little area down here is just incredible with slimes, because the slimes get trapped in here and the mobs get pinched down into this small area, and when the slimes explode, they just hit everything. So I am going to slime it up there. I got a Timmy lane over here, but then we've also got... I thought I saw... was I seeing... Or no, there's Spellbreaker. I am going to want physical damage over this side as well. Let's see, let's go... Let's check the DU. That's 220. That would be 7 Bs. Let's do that. Let's go... 1, 2, 3... Oh, crap. Or yeah, I put the Nimbus down. We'll go 3 there. 3 here, and then 1 up here. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to see variety there, Sir Radioactive, you should look at my streams, everything in like the last 2 months, shy of this past week. This past week I've been back on the Dryad for the grind, but prior to that I didn't use the Dryad for about 2 months, I want to say, and I pushed up to floor 136, I think it was, in Onslaught, with no Dryad builds at all. I didn't use the Dryad from like floor 65 all the way up to 136. I used her on one map by viewer request one stream, and I made sure to get all my disclaimers in there about it. I threw down all the, you guys are making me do this, all that stuff. How we holding up? Man, that Nimbus, that's what I didn't want to happen. I don't want the Nimbus to get glued into that lane down there. When flyers come up here, he ignores it. We'll have to see how it goes. This Nimbus too, for that matter, but it's got the bees giving the support and everything here. All the mobs are coming from Timmy, you know that. I did I did a lot of ramsters who are radioactive, and I did a lot of snakes. I played the Mystic pretty heavily, so I was doing a lot of sand vipers, snaking sand traps, lots of obelisks. Yeah. Getting pushed, getting pushed. These damn frost orcs, man. Freezing up my stuff. I think I'm going to move those bees a little bit more to the center. Try to get them out of that frost orc range just a little bit. $3,000 more to go. That's not too far off there, Hex. You could get that. You could end up getting that relatively quickly. Man, these mobs are all derped out. I wonder what's going on with them. They can't decide what they want to do. These guys want to walk this way. I mean, I can see the skeleton, but these should not be walking that way. These mobs want to take the scenic route. A big tip, I would say the biggest tip for Dungeon Defenders 2 is making sure you're having fun. And the reason I say that is it's a free-to-play grind game, and a grind is required. So if you're going to play Dungeon Defenders 2 all the way through to the end, it will take a long time. So make sure you're always having fun. That way you don't get burnt out on it. I know that's probably not the tip you were looking for. But I can tell you that, you know, you just don't get what you want right away. It takes a while for everything to come. I was actually using the Dryad without Vicious Strikes earlier. It's an inconvenience. Vicious Strikes is nice to have, no doubt. But the Dryad's still good. The range on her defenses is huge. So, although Vicious Strikes is a massive quality of life thing with the Dryad, it's definitely not required. She's a beast without it. In fact, if you don't use it, then you can go... You know, you're forced, of course, to put your slimes and bees in closer to the tree. But then you can go power pylon on the tree, and it makes your bees and slimes that much stronger. So stronger bees and slimes, without being able to just put them wherever you want, basically, is the exchange. Now, being able to put them at wherever you want is a huge convenience, there's no doubt. But on the same note, Vicious Strikes is one of the easier ones to get to. It's the second hyper shard you would get. So you have to get 155 stars, but you have all 7 chaos tiers to do that. So you could go through, what is that, 31... Was it 5 stars per map? Yeah, it was 5 stars per map. So you could go through 31 maps between the, there's 147 total maps, is that right? In all of Mastery? And you would only have to 5-star 31 of them. Yeah, I mean, Hydra trees, the Dryad's very, very effective. Don't think that the Hyper Shard is required to use her. It's just another flavor that gets added to the ice cream, you know? Yeah, Chaos 1 and Chaos 3 were definitely the easier tiers. I agree with you there, Twinkie. There was like 1 or 2 maps on Chaos 5 that were really difficult, and there was 1 or 2 maps on Chaos 6 that were really difficult. Yeah, if you just finished campaign, you should go to either Chaos 1 or Floor 1 of Onslaught, Hex. Either one. There's 2 ways to progress in the game. Trials or Onslaught. Onslaught is easier, with a smoother overall progression, but it requires doing more maps. So if you want to get to the end quicker, you go through Trials, but if you want a smoother experience with steady upgrades the whole time, then go through Onslaught. you can use geyser traps there, gaming. You can use the poison dart tower. If you don't have geodes, you would use the poison dart tower. If you do have geodes, then you would use the geyser traps from the Huntress. You can throw some frostbite towers in the mix from the apprentice as well and get that CC. I said I was going to move those bees and I never did. Too late to change it now. It's never too late, but I'm too lazy to change it now. Here, I'll rephrase it. Poison dart towers are a go-to on controlled burn, though. There's no doubt about that. And that, of course, is from one of the original 4. I actually used poison dart tower. Oh, and cannonballs. Derp. How do I forget cannons, for God's sakes? Stun is one of the controlled burn effects, so if you don't have the shieldies or the vanguards in the lane, the little mini orcs carrying the shields, if you don't have them, cannonballs are with the stun shard are effective as well. So like if I was using the original 4 and I had a controlled burn lane, if it didn't have geodes, I would go cannonballs and poison dart towers. If it did have geodes, I would probably go really heavy on the geysers. Well, the game is, well, Arya, I hate to say it, but it doesn't run super smoothly for anyone. You know, I've got a screaming machine, and you can't tell right now because I've got the stream, you know, my connection. My machine is better than my connection is. So I can't stream in 60 frames per second. But, you know, when I play at a high frame rate usually, but every now and then the game just bogs down and does silly things. It's definitely not the most optimized game as far as PC performance goes, by any means. And that's part of the problem there too. Now that update we got this week, some of that was addressed this week, which was nice. We saw a little bit of an improvement in performance. These guys going the wrong way again. It'd be too tough to call. Oh no, oh no! Oh man, they took it really low. I thought that this wouldn't be an issue here. Man, I'm taking this thing all the way up. I want those flyers burned instantly. I don't want that going on. I don't need all this down here. You know what? I'm going to bring a bee up top. I definitely do not want that. In fact, will it work over here? The tree just doesn't quite reach. What about inside? Too low. Alright, I'm just going to put it right up top here then. Yeah, games are always more fun with your friends. Now, DD2, trials are actually easier solo. There's a multiplayer health scaling in the game. Every additional person in your group raises all the mobs' health 20%. So, I mean, overall, the trials maps are quicker and easier solo. But, you know, fun should always come first, and you're always going to have more fun playing with friends. Oh, you did see a green spot up top? I must have missed it. Well, we'll see how it goes on this one. I'd hate to have to do another wave 4 reroll, but it's not like it's never happened before, you know. Yeah, it used to be 35%. It was ridiculous. Actually, if you remember all the way back, Cookie, when it first got introduced, it was 75%. And then they changed it to 35%, and then they changed it to 20%. We got Thork. I'm just going to take care of Thork myself. I don't want Thork getting into them slimes down there. Well, I thought I was going to take care of Thork myself. I ran out of juice. Get him, bees! There we go. Stars and shrooms, stars and shrooms. You baddies are all screwed because of the stars and shrooms. Let that Nimbus do its thing. I'm anxious to see what happens at the end of this wave when all those flyers roll in. Yeah, it was only 75% for like a week or two. Everybody threw a fit. Me included. It's like, come on. What are you doing, you know? The very first day that Trials released, me, Omni, I don't know if you remember, do you remember Hodor, Cookie? Me, Omni, Hodor, and then Hodor's wife played for the first day of Trials launch. And we didn't know. And we were getting wrecked all day long and thinking, oh my gosh, this is so hard, you know? And it wasn't that it was hard, it was that we were adding all that stuff in. Exclamation spotlights there, Sir Luke. It's too much to just go through here on stream, but I do have a video completely detailing the Starfall Dryad, and this is indeed the Starfall Dryad. Well, this is what I wanted it to be. I didn't find all the perfect pieces for it, but just going with what I got. But exclamation spotlights will get you my complete playlist of defense and hero spotlights, and then you can just kind of pick and choose from there what you want to look at. They're all labeled in the titles what they are, so it's easy to navigate through. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Owen. I do appreciate it a ton. Wave 5, Shieldy Gobs coming out hot. Oh man, I dragged it way too soon. That's alright. What we got? Fat loots? That's not a bad mark, but at this stage in the game, I've only got one more map until I reset, so any loot doesn't matter. I actually wish that it was a little bit more popular, Trap. If it was a little bit more popular, then there'd be more players. Trendy would make more money, and then they would maybe have another developer and get stuff done quicker. Trendy's a real small team. You know, when they say it's an indie development team, they're not joking. It's a small team, you know. I was kind of joking around with one of them the other day. You know, I'm friends with a lot of the robot entertainment people, the Orcs Must Die franchise. Well, Orcs Must Die just dropped one of their games. They're just focusing on the Orcs Must Die Unchained, and then they've got a separate group, I think, that's working on Hero Academy now. And they laid off 30 employees. And that's another indie company. Orcs Must Die Unchained is the same, relatively the same size community as DD2 is. It's a smaller community. But Trendy doesn't have 30 employees, was the moral of my story. Robot just laid off 30, and Trendy doesn't even have 30 total. I don't think. I don't know exactly how many they have. Yeah, I mean, the larger the community, the more the toxicity. I agree. They need to fix the party system. Yeah, they've done a lot of work to it, but it's still got a long ways to go. It's that whole playverse thing, I think, and how it reacts with Unreal 3. Dungeon Defenders 2 is an Unreal 3 game, so it's an older game engine to begin with, and then playverse is Playverse. Alright, let's look at these flyers. Please don't dive bomb all my stuff. Alright, well those flyers got wrecked. These flyers got wrecked too. It must have been a... I either upgraded through it or it was just kind of a fluke that wave. Malthus don't want to come. Get into range of the bees, Malthus. Just do it. You know you wanna. Sorry, we'll give you a little mushroom pad to stand on. How you like that? You want to stand on mushrooms all day, or you want to move? There you go. Kick it in gear. Perfect. One more Betty coming out. There's a lot of disconnects. There's a lot of issues with the connectivity, continuing on maps, stuff like that. Green Golem. A lot of players are having problems with the connectivity. I have it all the time myself. It happens almost daily. I'll be playing with somebody and we'll do floor 2 and one of us disconnects. Well, the problem there is we have to go back and do floor 1 over again because you have to do the 3 in a row, you know? No in-between map saves. Well, I can tell you what mine is. They're Pandalicious. I'm at 5623. I want to say at 55 I was probably at maybe 4800 champion score. I don't have everything upgraded either. Actually, do I have anything upgraded? I've got nothing but relics upgraded. I didn't upgrade any of the DPS gear. Trying to save that cash. Alright, so that was map 2 of 3. Let's move on to the Lost Temple. Complete this one, and it is Ancient Power time. And it's also would make it Gunwinch giveaway time. Just got to complete this map. Come on, Lost Temple. I tell you what, I do apologize, everyone, but I'm going to brew up a quick pot of coffee real quick. I will be right back. I just went through the Ancient Power system, Yashpreet. I don't have heroes geared. I've only got one DPS hero gear. Actually, I got 2. I've got the Barbarian and the Dryad. But using Dryad defenses, you're forced to play actively on the Dryad, so I don't have a choice with other heroes right now without going through and gearing up all my stuff. Anyway, let me take just a quick 60-second AFK and get the coffee maker pumping. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I assure you, caffeine will make for a better stream. Alright, we got EMPs up top. We got nothing over here, huh? It kind of makes me not want to use the Nimbus for air, because I don't want to put a tree down. Actually, maybe I will anyway. Let's do it. Just throw it. Let's get it to the... Get the range all the way there. Let's throw it right there. Alright, we got Geo Hex Zerker Throwers. Spellbreaker. So we wanted to go heavy physical damage, which is bees. And there's no cyborgs, so I can put them wherever I want. How many mobs? 86 mobs. That's a good bunch of mobs. I think I might just go one more. Man, that's a lot of bees, but I think it will handle issues. When the giveaway starts, there will be something to enter into chat. There, Ben. Alright, we got stabby zappers down there. And what is this? Psyfrost Vanguard Whompers with Pain Aura. No, you don't lose your progress there, Pupskind. You can go back and play with friends that are a lower level if you want to. Alright, Sir Radioactive, have a great night, man. Thanks for swinging by the stream. I do appreciate it. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Psyfrost Vanguard Whompers. I mean, it's a big... It's mainly a Vanguard lane when you look at the mob count. But there is Frost Orcs. And there is Cyborgs. So let's go Slime. We'll do the rinse and repeat usual. Let's see, with Cyborgs, I think I want to put the bees out here. Out of range a bit. Go like that, and then can I get, do I have anything in down there yet? I don't. I can just do the whole Nimbus right here though, like I did last time on this map. Alright, and then there's my controlled burn lane. Anything in the mid here? Nothing in the mid. Controlled burn lane. Now, one of the little tricks that you always want to watch out for is this lane. There's another lane, that water lane as well, but this lane, if the mobs are scheduled to go this way, yet there is a core down here, this is actually the closest core. So if you have any mages or anything that will respawn enemies, they're going to come to the closest core, so they're going to come down this way. Now, I can kind of resolve that problem with this Game Ogre lane. So I can put a tree right here for this Game Ogre lane, and it's also giving me a tiny bit of protection versus what could potentially go the wrong way down this lane. Let's go ahead and get this lane built out first, though. I'm just going to tree it way back here. And we got controlled burn, so we got to go heavy-duty slimage. And then I'm gonna... Oop, I just put the slimes down with the wrong hero. God dang it, I gotta quit doing that. Yeah, Lost Temple is always map 3 of 3. I'm gonna want to watch this lane anyway. See, Game Ogre is all about slimes and bees. Let's go 3 as well. I'm gonna put one slime down here, and then I'm gonna put the bees farther back. Now, putting the bees farther back is also going to remedy my issue if anything decides it wants to come this way. And then we got EMP stabbies going this way. I think I've got enough room on that tree to just slap a... Yeah, there we go. A little Nimbus action. That should handle that. And then Cyfrost Vanguard Thrower. So, man, we've got a bunch of the bads with Bullet Sponge. Basically, I'm going to throw the tree back a little ways. I'm going to put it like right... Let's go like right there. And then I'm going to hope everything can get wrecked up front. Now, that was a little close. I don't want to lose any of the slime range, so I'm making sure the range of the slimes only goes to the entrance. It doesn't go any further. And then... well, we can do a couple bees here. That bee will get stunned. Let's just move it. Do one there. I'll throw another one kind of off here, over in the distance. That's going to leave me 210 with only one lane left, so I can actually go heavy on this lane if I want. What's going on there, Menzie? Psy-Hex Whompers. Once again, Cyborg's Hex Throwers. I'm going to hide the tree this time and put the tree down here for the Hex Throwers. And then I want to keep the slimes out of the way of the cyborgs. So let's throw one. That will still get hit, but I'm going to throw one up there. Let's throw another one over here. You know what? We can actually go one more slime and 2 bees, and that fills out the DU. And I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, see how wave 1's going to roll here. Now, where was the controlled burn lane? It was over here, wasn't it? I want to keep an eye on that controlled burn lane. It appears to be getting handled right at the moment. One of them pushed through. Oh, wow. One of them pushed all the way over. '30th like, nice. I appreciate it. You guys have no idea. Just something that small. It, liking or disliking for that matter. If you rate the video that you're watching or the live stream you're watching, it always helps out the person who made it. Whether it's oh no. Nope, something went wrong. Oh, I didn't put any flyer control in over here. Dang it. Gonna have to fix that if I survive. Oh man, I'm not gonna survive. Come on, bees, get to work. Get to work. Oh man, I got lucky. Man, looks like I got a stuck boss. Come on, the assassin, just die already. Get off me, you're giving me a headache. We got a stuck boss, and we got a stuck flyer, and then there's a controlled burn mob beating on my tree over there. Gotta deal with the controlled burn mob first. Alright, it died. I'm gonna have to make some tweaks to the build. What is up with this stuck ogre, though? Gregory don't want to come out and play. What's up, Gregory? Come on out, dude. Don't make me move a bee up here. He's gonna make me. Yeah, I'm actually doing damage to him. Just not very much. It's gonna take forever. Here's another little trick with the Dryad, is that bees do attack into a spawn. So if you just move a bee up to within range of wherever a stuck mob is, then the bee will take care of it. Thank you very much, Sir Twinkie. I appreciate it. The bees will go inside and handle the beesness. There you go. There's my bad bee pun for the night. Or you could sit here and just wait. It's like a 6-minute timer. I know, but I don't wanna. Cookie making me work. What the heck? All we need is those 1.3 mil B crits, and it will all be good. Actually, there's no way that B is critting for that hard. That must be me. The pet doesn't do any damage. I mean, the Dragolich effect will, but the pet itself does practically no damage. Alright, move this back. Actually, it's going to be a continuing problem, so I'm going to leave it up here. But now do I have a bee back here? Did I put another one? Or yeah, okay, there it is. Derp. Alright, I got to address that flyer lane. I just snoozed on that one. Been waiting whole stream to say that. Now, believe it or not, Wreck, that one just came to me. What to do, what to do. It's not like I have a whole bunch here. I've only got the 2 bees. I guess what I'm going to do is get rid of a slime. Take these slimes up, and then I'll move a bee farther over. I'll put a bee up here, and that will handle these flyers that come in. Plus, it'll give me a little double coverage on the core if anything does get uppity on the sling. Alright, now what opened? What's going on there, Soul Slick? Welcome. What new lane do we have? I missed the indicator. Let's see. Space Chimp, what up, what up? Yeah, it looks like it's over here. Psy Lava Whompers. 128 of them. That's a lot of mobs. Are they all little? Oh, they're all babies. I'm not going to go with a wall here. Nope, it's cyborgs. Dang it. Let's see, I don't want those bees getting hit, so let's put the first one there. Second one here. Go with the third one there. Actually, that gives me 3 more bees. We can get double coverage on these bees on both lanes, so let's just do that. That should work. That should work. You've had the same weekly mission for 3 weeks? You know, I think I have too, come to think of it. But is it that it won't go away? Or is it that you're completing it in one map and not even realizing it? Because I think it was the crit, right? Wasn't it? Crit a certain amount of enemies or something like that? Because you're going to do that by default just on one map and not even realize that you're doing it. Let's see how these flyers doing. Alright, Nimbus is up there on point over here. He is not taking no bullshit excuses. He's got the none shall pass going on there, so that's a good thing. Let's check on old controlled burn. Uh-oh. Where was that? I don't even know where that was. I don't see anything on the minimap. I don't know. Let me see. I'll take a peek. Or yeah, it was stun or knock up enemies, so mine's definitely changes. I thought I had crit a certain amount of enemies, and then I had one with kill a certain amount of enemies with abilities. I do remember that. Alright, are the bees not... Yeah, the bees are getting it done. Alright. We got another stuck Gregory, but that bee relocation program is working out. Are you playing on the Xbox and on the PC, Twinkie? You're not playing on 2 platforms, are you? Or did you switch to the Xbox? Come on, Gregory, just die already. There we go. Get that bee a little juicier. Let it put out a little damage. You know what? I'm taking it all the way up. It's gonna get stuck there every wave. Alright, we got this lower lane. Hex Whompers. Well, that's pretty straight to the point. I think I'm gonna hide the tree, or do I want to not use a tree? Do I have room? Let me see. Actually, I got room to put all the defenses I want without putting a tree. So let's do that. It's only 35 mobs, and it's proximity. So let's get them close to spawn. No cyborgs. So I got no worries there. Let's get everything up here as close as we can get it. There we go. I'll save that 20 DU for a future wave here. Good enough. You don't have a choice, sir. You don't want to farm them. Well, I don't farm them. If you beat one, you're going to get better gear on the next map. So you're always better moving on. Now, if you get to a point where you're stuck, then, you know, sure, you could always go back and do it again. But I personally try not to do that. The thing with Onslaught is the difficulty increase per floor is very, very small. So it's not like when you move up a floor, it's substantially harder. The only floor I would say that's different is maybe floor 57, because it introduces all of the mobs and all of the mutators. But the floors are kind of a slow, gradual increase. So I personally don't ever redo floors. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if you do. You know, if you had just really bad luck and didn't get any drops or whatever. You know, if you want to repeat one, by all means do it. Man, are all the ogres getting stuck? Or no, just the last one, it looks like. Come on, slimes, get this guy off me. There we go. And where's Slakelion at? I want to make sure he's good and dead here quickly. Alright, Slakelion. He's up top. Man, I'm getting hammered too by these assassins. Hopefully this tree will heal me through it. Yeah, it looked good. I mean, that happens to all of us. We're all at the mercy of RNG. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Snoozing off. God dang, man. That stinks. That's what happens when you don't pay attention there, folks. You can't just let mobs pound on a controlled burn lane like that. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm going to go ahead and blame that one on Omni. Poor guy, isn't even here. He's probably sleeping, but I'm going to blame Omni. I get too comfortable, I get lazy, you know, and I don't watch the mini-map. I didn't even see those mobs sitting there pounding on that. Alright, let's see what we get. The coffee will help, the coffee will help. Alright, we got Geohex throwers. It's a phase lane, but I gotta put a tree here anyway to deal with the flyers. So let's just load it up. What do we got? Not very many mobs, and we got no cyborgs. So I'm just gonna Nimbus it up. Actually, that Nimbus is not gonna reach the core. I want to make sure it's covering the core as well. Nimbus it up there, and then some bees. Good enough. Easy peasy lane there. It was Omni's flimsy tree that wasn't here. That's exactly what it was. Poor Omni. I'm sorry, Omni, I'm just kidding. It's not really your fault. It's Rex's fault. I'm gonna do the giveaway as soon as the map's over there, Panda. Not until the floor is completed. Sadly, that includes losses. So, hopefully it doesn't go too much. Hopefully I don't have to redo it again after this, but... Let's see. Throw that for the flyers. And then we'll bee it up. I'm going to put the bees on the outside. Trying to keep them out of the cyborg attention. No middle lane. Oh, yep, we got a middle lane. Psyhex Zerker Whompers. Put it off to the side. Twinkie Nose. Let's see, we'll go Slime. Slime. What's our mutator? Pain Aura. Only 30 mobs. Let's just do that. I think that's a little sloppy, but I think it'll work. And then that leaves me room to put a Nimbus over here for the EMPs. Zerker Whompers with Spellbreaker. Physical damage again, so this is the B lane. Let's put 3 Bs down here. We'll go 3 up top. How many mobs? 10 mobs? Really? That's a bit overkill for a 10 mob count lane. And then we got EMP Cami Dragons, Psyhex Throwers, and Timmy. One going each way. Which way is Timmy going? Timmy's going this way. Definitely leave a wall for Timmy. Man, I don't like that core being right there with Hex Throwers. Let's see. I'm gonna go Slime Heavy. Let's do that. I'm gonna fight in this lane too, just to keep an eye on it. That leaves me 200 left. Did I miss a lane? Or did I just underspend? Well, I didn't put anything in for flyers on this side. Why don't we just go ahead and double Nimbus? It leaves me 80 left. Man, I feel like I may have missed something. Doesn't look like it, though. You know what? I'll just do this. Oop, wrong hero. Hexu, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it a ton. Alright. Let's try it out here. You're going to be up for a little while still, aren't you, Wrecked? I know it's, it's like early afternoon at your place, isn't it? If that gives you a link, yeah, that link is not current. That's the old giveaway. The new giveaway is going to be live right here as soon as this map is over. There, roll off. (1 p.m. there. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's only what? It's 1 a.m. for me. It's early still. Early still for the people that stay up too late. Alright, I didn't look at what opened. That went really smoothly, though. So the build seems, so far, seems good. Let's see, what do we have new? We got Sizerker throwers right over here. No Hex throwers, though. We do have Cyborgs, though. So let's spread the slimes. And then put the bees back here. Or out of the way, anyway. Let's go, let's just go 3 bees. We'll put another one right here. Do I have wall coverage? Looks like I have wall coverage. Let's get them all updated. My sleep schedule is completely screwed as well. Mine is from work. Working in a casino for so many years. Staying up. I mean, prior to switching over and doing YouTube full time, I mean, I didn't get home from work usually until 5 or 6 a.m. every day. Or every day I worked anyway. I lose my sleep-in day this week. I usually sleep in on Sundays. I'll sleep half the day away. But with Easter this year, I've got to do the family stuff, you know. Geode Prime rolling out. I'm going to need some upgrades here in this lane as well. Might as well go ahead and get this started. Alright, and I got a yellow tree. It is going down over here, let me tell you. I'm afraid to even get up in there. Oh, man. Come on. Really? God, man, the fail is unreal today. Look at him! All those mobs just suicided. I'm still going to lose. God, that went so bad. That was crazy. Did you guys see that boss suicide? I gotta cut that out of the stream. That's got Twitter meme written all over it. Alright, I gotta upgrade this stuff. Why is it not letting me upgrade? What the heck? Am I losing connection? No? What's going on, DD2? I brought the tree back. Why does the tree have that small range? How weird. That's the problem. Look at the range on the tree. It's like it didn't get the shard benefit. So strange. Oh, and now it went. It just popped and came out all the way out. Definitely get this fatter. I'm going to just go ahead and upgrade that tree too. Damn Timmy lanes. They'll get you if you're not careful. It's Kursakazi, but you can't be part of the Cookie Binger Challenge. Actually, we don't have a proton in. I can't do the Cookie Challenge. Man, I have to now, huh? I gotta do it. I haven't seen a Kursakazi lane with this many kobolds on it in a long time. For those of you that don't know, the Cookie Binger Challenge is seeing how ridiculously beat up you can get a proton beam down to. Now I'm going to just watch that lane and fight in it because I want to watch that proton. Oh crap, I spent too much. Alright, let me fix it. It won't happen if I stay here. I can power through it. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and another lane will open up there. What lane opened? There it is. Alright, so we got a Frosty Fodder lane, which is going to put the freeze on... Actually, it won't put the freeze on very much. I'm gonna... What, that's 140. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, but it's not the same without being a proton beam. I'll see if you can get it over 108 seconds. It's got to be a proton to me, or it's just not the same. I want to see ridiculously nerfed proton beams. So let me head that way to observe. It's legit. The official Cookie Binger Challenge. Here it comes. I bet I won't come anywhere near it. Alright. Come on out, little kobolds. What are we at? Oh, not even close. Needs more kobolds. 3.5 seconds. I'm gonna have to build really, really fast. That way the curse stays. Yeah, I usually stream. I stream this time almost every day, Deshi, but it's usually on Twitch. Tonight I decided to stream on YouTube because I wasn't playing very much DD2 on YouTube. I went through my streams, and it just so happens I was streaming plenty of DD2, but almost all of the DD2 streams were on Twitch. So I decided to move it over to YouTube for the night. But I do stream at this time quite frequently. Usually at least 3 or 4 times a week. What did we get to? 13.35. That is the highest I've ever gotten it, Cookie. I know that's not... That's subpar compared to what you've been doing with it. But that's the highest I personally have ever gotten it. I gotta build quick. I guess I gotta find the lane. I should have paid attention. I don't know where the lane is. God dang it. There it is. Oh, it's controlled burn too. Berserker Womps. Let's see. Let's do the standard order. And get back over there before that Kursakazi wears off, because it will stack in between waves. You did it in one wave. You had to have had 10 kobolds then to do it in one wave. It overlaps waves. I bet you overlapped. I gotta have to give you the screenshot or it didn't happen lecture there, Cookie. Where are we at? Oh, nowhere near. 3.5. Needs more kobolds. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not going to get overrun again here. Oh! 26.07. What was yours? That's good stuff there. Did I win? Did I win? 26.07. Oh, man. Looks like I'm going to the forums after stream. I gotta post up the screenshots. I love it. Alright. I'm not worried about it now. So now I'm gonna let that stuff go away, because I don't really want it. Wow, I'm really lagging around bad. Looks like my connection's fine. I'm rubber banding really, really bad here. Alright, what opened up? What opened up? Looks like the water lane. And what did we get? We got Zerker Fodder, which is a nice combo with what's already there. So I'm just going to continue on that route. Let's go, we'll slime it up a little more. And we'll get, oh, that is not at all a Dryad. Let's get a Dryad with the Nimbus clouds that go in here. How about this one, conveniently named Nimbus? Seems like a good choice. Actually, if I didn't do that, I could put 2 Bs. Let's go with the 2 Bs instead. All up, uppity upped, in good shape. Talking about the attack speed, Deshi. That Kursakazi mutator, every time the enemies every time the kobolds die in that lane, it leaves a debuff on the defenses in the area. And the goal is to try to get your defense down as slow as possible. So like that proton was only attacking once every 23 seconds. Eight kobolds this time. I might be able to beat it. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. If it kills me doing this stupid crap, I'll do the giveaway after this match. I won't make you guys wait it out. If it's death by derpage, then I won't take it out on you all. Man, there's still 200 mobs left, and there's a dang siege roller and a shieldy. Oh man, this is getting ugly. Actually, they're not hitting the tree. Here we go, siege down. Ba-bam. Broken. I win. 99.43 there, Cookie. That is one busted proton beam. Oh my god. Top that. Holy crap. It was a fun challenge. I mean, obviously it was not smart. It nerfed your towers down, but it was not easy to even get the lane. Oh crap, show the slimes. Alright, let me look at the slimes. Uh, 3.05. They wore off already. 9.31. Yeah, some of the stacks already wore off. Oh, big time. Look at the proton now. Alright, come on, Defender Pack. Hook it up, would ya? Gimme the Defender Packs, please. Nope. Alright, let me head on over to Tavern. Let me get Nightbot all refreshed here. Alright, so Nightbot is all refreshed up. Give me hashtag Juicy Nation in chat, and it'll enter you for a chance to win the Gun Witch. So hashtag Juicy Nation. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to spam it up, and I'll derp around in the tavern. Open my one little Defendy pack I got there. See what's in it. Oh, it's purple. Galaxy Barbarian. I've actually already got it. But how do I turn down 780,000 gold off of a green box? I think I'm just going to take it. I mean, almost 1 million gold? That's good stuff right there. Hashtag Juicy Nation will get you entered to win. Throw it in there. In fact, let me go ahead and run on out and do my Ancient Power thing while you guys are getting the Juicy Nations in there. Ancient Power 11, here I come. Give me the power. I want the power. Wow, really slow loading here. Where you at, Tavern? Or is this the town? Come on, Town Hub. There we go. Let's get that Ancient Power flowing. Mr. Mananode, what up, what up? Add Ancient Power, yes please. So, what I'm going to gain is 1 Ancient Power point. My talent caps are going to go up to 202, so a minimum increase there, 8 talent cap points. Going to get an additional 5% gold, additional 5% XP. My minimum ascension level is going to stay the same. Well, bam. This is the first time I've ever done it on the Dryad with this costume. See the animation. Not bad. She's feeling powerful. Very nice. Alright, let me head back over. Now look at my slow moving butt. Let's see, where do we want that Ancient Power point? Let's throw it into the defense health just for giggles. I'm gonna head back on in here, give you guys another 60 seconds, and then I'll roll it. She did look a little possessed there, didn't she, Deshi? Ollie, thank you very much for subscribing 15 minutes ago. Sorry about that. I missed it when I was getting my butt walloped. Nah, you only have to. It only counts 1 entry. So it doesn't do anything by entering it again. But it's all good. I don't have it. A lot of people will turn it on where it will disqualify you if you enter it multiple times. I just leave it alone. But yeah, you only enter. It's 1 entry per account. Anyway, let me tab back over here. I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. So any last minute hashtag Juicy Nations, get them in there. Smurf Gaming, it's the middle of the night for me, so after this one I'll be done. I will be streaming Fortnite at 3 p.m. Pacific, which is in, what, 13 and a half hours from right now? I'm going through the grind there, Kappa. I did all the anti-meta builds before I started this Ascension grind, so it's all there on the channel. I did, what, 70... I did from floor 60 or 65... all the way up to floor 136 without using the Dryad. I'm all about the speed now. I want to get some of these knocked out. Thank you very, very much, Cookie. I do appreciate it a ton. Oh, it's all good, Smurf. We're all on different time zones, you know. Anyway, here we go. So the Gun Witch goes to Haru. Haru, are you still here? Let me know in chat if you're still here and how I can get in touch with you. So, if you're still here... Oh, there you are. Haru is indeed here. Let's see. Haru does indeed have an about page. I don't see a place... actually, you've got messaging enabled. You know how how YouTube messaging works, Haru? If I send you this through YouTube messaging, are you going to be able to retrieve it? I'm assuming probably so. Or, I mean, if you're comfortable with something else, I'm good with it. I don't care. I'm easy to get along with. So if you want to go through Discord or through Twitter or something like that, that's fine too. Whatever's good for you is good for me. What's going on there, Captain? Got here just at the end, man. But I do appreciate you swinging by. Alright, so I am sending it to you via YouTube messaging right now. It's just the code. So enter that code at the mailbox in-game. And you should have just gotten it. But anyway, there we are, everybody. Ancient Power 11. So awesome. Oh, I got a little fancy star now. That's a good looking star. I like that little symbol. The little Ancient Power symbol there. That's awesome. Anyway, everybody, that is going to do it for tonight, though. Thank you all an absolute ton for swinging by. I'll do more late-night YouTube streams. I have no problem with it. I've been doing them all on Twitch because a lot of folks don't come to the late-night streams. They only come to the afternoon in North America streams. And I know that's later night in Europe. That's starting... My normal stream time during the day is 11 p.m. in the UK. So I know it's late for you, but it's early for me. But anyway, thank you all a ton for swinging by. If you don't already, make sure you follow me on Twitch. I stream to Twitch quite a bit as well. What hero would I recommend after the Dryad and the 4 originals? I would say either the EV2 or the Mystic. One of those two would be my suggestion there, Charlie. I would probably just straight up take the EV2 if it was me. Yep, just won the Gunwitch there, Deshi. Indeed. So, grats to you there, Haru. And thanks again, everybody. Like I said, I do appreciate it. I know I don't say it enough, but if it wasn't for you all, I would not be able to do this. I'd be back working at the casino. In fact, I'd probably still be there right now. So, thank you all an absolute ton. I appreciate you all coming by. And I will see you all next time around. Take it easy.